What will happen after the oil cut in world? Some people predict that phasing out oil rapidly might create a doomsday scenario. Others believe it would usher in idyllic conditions. Norwegians may think they could adapt to such new circumstances, given electric cars, wind turbines, and so forth. But would they manage without imported food? If oil disappeared tomorrow, it would have global consequences for transport. This sector is crucial for trading goods and services, and that no distribution network not dependent on the internal combustion engine exists. We've got electric trains, of course, but rail freight depends on motor vehicles at each end of the track. Without oil, aviation, shipping and road haulage would cease. Global trade would face major difficulties as a result. The sudden absence of oil is also certain to present big problems for food production, halted farm tractors and other equipment, while fishing boats could not put out to sea without fuel for their diesel engines. Even more seriously, perhaps, artificial fertilizer production would run into difficulties, given that this depends on hydrogen from natural gas reacting with nitrogen. If oil goes, it might be comforting to think that moreover, over 99% of utility vehicles such as lorries and buses run on diesel or petrol. These will come to a halt as service stations run out of fuel. You might think the answer is simply to buy more electric cars, but these contain many oil-based products and need to be freighted with the aid of petroleum. The car industry is also a global industry. Fossil fuels are needed to transport the components used in vehicles to the actual manufacturing site. The flow of products to shops would stop without oil, and Johansson predicts that the shelves would quickly empty. Working life would largely cease because people could not get to and from jobs. Agriculture could continue on a smaller scale, following the old ways and with a more seasonally based, local range of foodstuffs. Converting to living without oil for maintaining basic everyday life would require at least 10 to 20 years, Johansson estimates. Without oil, we would face a world as far outside our ordinary experience. Eliminating air, sea and long-distance road freight means that goods could be neither bought nor sold on any scale. Short-range transport, which might use electricity, could suffer bottlenecks. In an oil-free future, Norway would have some capacity for biofuel production. Chemicals group Borregaard, for example, produces 20 million liters of bioethanol per annum. This could be used in theory directly for fuel, but the amount involved is small compared with petrol and diesel oil production. The choice would probably lie between using it for fire engines or for food lorries, rather than for private motoring. One of the most important substances derived from oil of plastics would be impossible to produce on today's scale if petroleum output were to cease abruptly. In our daily lives, it is almost easier to think of what does not contain plastics, which takes a variety of forms used in countless different products.